What's up, girls? I'm back with another video to help you make better decisions in your relationships. And today I wanted to talk to you about how to identify a man-child and what to do once you identify one. So there are numerous different types of men that you're going to want to avoid. But the man-child is the most popular type that you're going to want to avoid. The man-child is the most common type out there. You see the man-child time and time again. And unfortunately, women seem to keep falling victim to the man-child because as annoying as the man-child personality can be, at times they do have redeeming qualities. But their redeeming qualities are by no means going to outweigh their negatives. So first, let's talk about the history of a man-child. So the man-child is that man, or what I like to call boy, no matter what the age is, who got everything handed to him when he was a child. He didn't really have to work for very much. Mommy typically spoiled him. Sometimes daddy too, but definitely mommy spoiled him. Mommy gave him everything he wanted, everything he asked for. If he threw a fit, he got what he wanted. He got very little discipline applied in his life. And typically for the man-child, this just didn't stop when he was just a child. This went into his teen years and into adulthood. If you were to meet a man-child's mother right now, you would see her smothering personality and understand exactly how this man-child got to be exactly what he is today. So inevitably, after the man-child's mother has thoroughly ruined him, now she sends him out into the world to be a man-child. And because this man-child was never given the tools to be in a successful relationship to someone else, or to be in a relationship where one person is giving just as much as the other, he takes this same ideology into his relationships with women, which I'm just surprised that he can even get into. But I do see it time and time again. So you can identify a man-child because a man-child will expect you to do everything. And a theme that will be a large part of your relationship is that you feel like you're raising your man. You also you feel like a mother, whether you have a child. If you have one child, you feel like you have two children. If you have two children, you feel like you have three. But you don't feel like you have any help in the relationship. And you can really tune into that inside yourself and ask yourself, is that the feeling I get in this relationship? Because if so, you're probably dating a man-child. Some more traits of the man-child is that they don't want to do anything. They will not meet you halfway with anything. They don't want to pay bills. They don't want to get a job. Commonly, man-children will want to sleep on your couch, drive your car, ask you to pick up the groceries, ask you to cook, clean the house, wash their clothes, and then they do nothing. Maybe the man-child might play Madden all day or whatever video games that man-children play. But usually, for some reason, man-children are really usually into video games. It's something that they're very fascinated with. And I think the reason they're really into video games is because it signals never growing up. You know, a lot of people play video games when they were young. Man-children seem to bring that same mentality of all play and no work into their adult life. Another trait of a man-child is that he always seems to need your help with everything. He always wants to refer to you. He's always looking to you to help him complete something that he should be able to complete on his own. And the way you can notice these things is because I am a big proponent of asking for help if you need help. However, when it's something that you could Google, look up, or learn on your own, then you really don't need to be referring to someone else, especially your partner. But the man-child has no choice because they are literally incapable of doing anything for themselves. And man-children typically have no shame. They have no problem asking you for anything. You could have went on an 8-hour day of work and they could have sat home and played video games all day long. And instead of them having dinner ready for you, they'll expect you to prepare food for them. Crazy, right? And it doesn't just stop there. It could be anything. They're very lazy and they really don't have a lot of concern for others. They're typically only worried about themselves, and man-children are also typically narcissistic. All they can see is themselves and their wants and their needs, And if they run you into the ground trying to get their needs met, they don't care. The best way to explain a man-child is that they are just like normal children. When you're a child, you don't have the concept of other people. Your whole world is yourself. Children are typically narcissistic, not because there's something wrong with them at this age in their life. This is very typical for a child that when you're young, you don't have a concept of other people. But with age, most people grow out of that stage. The narcissist, the man-child, does not. So at this point, you're probably thinking, hey, Garrett, you said that the man-child has some redeeming qualities. What are they? Because they sound horrible up to this point. Yeah, they do. But the man-child's redeeming qualities are that because they are so fun-based, pleasure-based individuals, being around a man-child when it is time to have fun can be a very pleasurable experience. They bring a lot of energy and a lot of comedy to parties and get-togethers, and they can be extremely fun to be around. It's just that for them, the fun and the pleasure, they never want it to end, and they can't take anything serious. And when it's time to do work was when they fall apart. And another redeeming quality about the man-child that I don't even like to admit is that at times you may find yourself saying that the man-child is cute. And that's because the same way children pull on our emotion and make us react to them and say, wow, that's adorable and that's cute. Well, the man-child also has some of these qualities. And I really believe that this is one of the bigger reasons why people stay with man-children and they are willing to take care of man-children, because they pull on something carnal inside of a woman. They pull on the maternal instincts inside of a woman. And that cuteness just makes you want to take care of them and do everything for them, just how your child would. The same way that when you see your child and they're all cute and innocent and they look helpless, it has an instinctual effect on a woman. And I think many women fall victim to this instinctual effect and end up getting involved with man-children. Because other than these two redeeming qualities that I just named, I personally can't think of anything else that would make a woman be attracted to this kind of man. And at the end of the day, I recommend you stay far away from the man-child no matter how cute he is. No matter how much fun he is. If he can't do what he is supposed to do as a man and grow out of a man-child into a man-man, then he's not worth your time. Although a man-child may be cute at times, don't let that be the only reason that you are dealing with this man. Because the man-child is only going to drain you over time. And while he's full and happy and having fun and playing games, you're going to be exhausted and wondering why you aren't getting the affection and the attention that you feel you deserve. But this kind of man-child is not able to offer that to you. It's not in his makeup. His mother already made it and cemented it into his life where he just needs to be taken care of. And until someone comes along and shows him that that's not the way that he's going to be able to conduct himself within society, he is going to continue that same pattern that he learned as a child. And it's not your job to turn this man-child into a man. It's its own job. It was his parents' job, but as you can see by the man that you're dealing with today, that they failed. So I completely recommend you stay clear and far away from man-children unless you are just interested in taking care of a man and you really don't want much in return for doing it. This is not the kind of man that you can change. This is the kind of man that's only going to drain you and your resources over time. And there's no reason for you to stay involved with a man that can't be a man when there's plenty of men out there in the world that can. So that's it for the video. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, if you like the video, give it a like. If you'd like to follow me on a daily basis, you can follow my Instagram, which I will link in the description. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and it inspires you to never mess with a man-child ever again. And other than that, I'll see y'all in the next one.